Hello everyone, Alex here, and I ranked all the team synergies for this Wars Collide. So at rank E, so unusable, we have Frostbite from Supergirl, and I don't know how it's called, but dealing less damage to your teammates from Weasel. Both those are completely unusable at the moment, but Weasel and the creature commandos will be getting a small buff, so maybe this will become more relevant. And Frostbite is just waiting for Killer Frost to come into the game to become super strong, maybe the best in the game. Then we have at D, we have Two-Face Bleed Team Synergy, and Deathstroke is a great character. He needs only one character to activate that, so maybe you can use that in situations like definitely against the Owlman in Evil Falls. You need that, even if you have those characters smaller, you will do a lot better. And maybe like a villain, Convergence Crisis or something like this. It's nice to buff Deathstroke bleed damage. There's a couple other characters that are putting out bleeds that can fit into the team. If you're a big Deathstroke, it might make some sense, but I don't really see anyone using that in Elite Arena, or I'm familiar with someone using that in main stage. You can use Deathstroke, you can use Two-Face. Just this synergy is usually not of the first people are using in the game, besides Owlman. Then you have three team synergies here: back row, poison, and single target that are used primarily in league challenges, and two of them in Evil Falls. Poison could potentially get a big revamp if we have one more poison character in the game, but that's just speculation at the moment. And it's relatively decent. Some people are using a team like this with Ivy and Penguin because those are the characters. Early game you can also use Scarecrow with them. And they're using them in Littering and they're doing well, but and they're using this in the back row league challenge. Or you can use Robin Swan, depending on what you want to do. You can also use that in against I don't remember how his name is, the evil Superman, Ultraman, in Evil Falls. That's probably the best synergy for that. You can try to use something like this in main stages, not too bad. If you want to kill the back row fast with Wonder Woman, killing them. Single target I know I was using early game, but it's not that great. Many characters in that fit that requirement are having a better use in other teams. But you use that in the single target league challenge and against the, I don't remember his name, but the evil Green Lantern in the Evil Falls. Just it's better to use other team synergies, even if you use Batman, for example, with Debuff, you use Nessus team synergy, Nightwing goes into block. Yeah, even Red Hood can have his team synergy active. And you have Green Arrow, that's a area of effect that is part of a league challenge, which is great to use that in there. Some people are still trying to use that in Elite Arena, and it's not too bad. Or in main stage, especially early game. Just Green Arrow falls off late game a little bit, and many of the characters in his team spread into other teams, and it's a bit more difficult to activate the team synergy. I'm still thinking like maybe with Peacemaker having this tag, this will get a small revamp, but we'll see. Pandora has a nice team synergy with Sacrifice, and I've used that sometimes in main stages, and it's nice. Or in the last league challenge where you need that 1 out of 3 weeks. Just need constantly to activate that. Or you can use Dr. Fate if you have him. It's not bad. It's very nice to have a shield extra to help you survive. Just Pandora usually is used with a block, and block have their own team synergy that is easier to. It's better for once. And Pandora also can be used with Lex many times, and Lex synergy gives buff to shields. Pandora is also putting out a shield, so you might be better with that. And not the need to bring a sacrifice character with Pandora, that's not extremely easy to do. And you have Red Hood that I used to use for a long time in main arena. I'm still using that in late arena, especially now that there are Red Hood has a 50% more stats for as an anti-hero this season. I also use that in system recovery and in team ups where you need to kill the opponents very quickly. You have less turns to do that. I use that against Superwoman in Evil Falls, but I found that if you have maxed out from Motion Master is better. Still gets on play. It's nice to go fast and kill people, but a little bit this is the style of team building is counter now in the game by Blue Beetle. Directly counters anyone that crits and a Peacemaker. And you have Lex and Kid Flash that I love because they are very easy to activate, so you can make a team with them for main stages early game even without having many characters available, or as a second team where you don't need to fit specific requirements that are difficult to fulfill. There are some other characters that put out shields or that are healing that can benefit from this in some situations. I know some people are building a heal team for Elite Arena, but you need to have Martian Manhunter for that. You need to have an investment into Bane. Shield is a part of a league challenge, which is a bit weird because they are doing superpower damage against an opponent that takes a lot less damage from superpower characters. You need to throw someone like Batman or Wonder Woman or Deathstroke in there to do the damage. Very nice to have early game. Those two are very easy to activate and can help you survive more. And you can build a team around them very easily in the lead arena if you want to have like a filler team or a easy team synergy to activate. Just usually they kinda get replaced late game, especially Lex now that his ultimate costs more and more, so it's too expensive to use, especially in main stages. And Kid Flash gets outshined by Big Pandora. So moving on to terrific team synergy that you need to have no tank in the team to activate. And he really buffs superpower damage dealers with this. You don't need to have them to activate that. He gives a small buff, I think, just the defense for the physical damage dealers. But you really want to, if you want to make a team around him, you need to have characters like either John Constantine or Green Lantern Hal to really take advantage of that. And some of them you might not have available. There are not too many, too easy to do. It's a little bit tricky to have your team stay alive, especially if you don't have his team synergy at rank 10, where it's at rank 3, level 3 team synergy, he at rank 10, which also adds healing that I'm curious to test. I know it's annoying sometimes to go against in Elite Arena. And then you have Burn at the S tier that I have more limited testing, especially my second account, where I'm doing that for the League Challenge. You just need one character to activate that with Superboy. What I really like about Burn is that at level 3, it reduces the block from the opponents and it's superpower damage that passes through a block amount. So I know many people are using this team against me in main arena and in elite arena to beat my block team. So yes, you may need some burn characters to properly take advantage of that and or hybridize that with Justice Gang to some degree to have terrific cleansing people. You could throw Superboy with terrific, but I'm more interested with burn building, beating a block team. As you see, block is at number 1, so it's very nice to have a counter for them. So more excited to build a burn team that have a extensive testing on, but seeing how they beat me in main arena, kinda need to have to put them on S tier, and that many people are using them in elite arena, presumably to counter block teams. And then you have might be wrong and just be an A tier, but I know burn is getting more and more play nowadays, and I'm slowly buying the fragments from the store for Superboy to also try that out in my main account. And you have Sinestro Team Synergies, that Sinestro can make a awesome main Sages team. If you have him big, he can carry your main team. Otherwise, you throw him in the second or third team, and they're doing very, very well. There's Evil Falls where you need to have a Sinestro if you do against Johnny Quick, and if you do, you can push it very far and get a lot of rewards. Sinestro is awesome in the last league challenge, but they have a different requirement. One of the 3 weeks is with a revive, and then you can use Sinestro Team Synergy. Also, he's the second challenge, but he's superpower damage dealer, so I would have him ult a bit later, and then someone like Batman in there to do most of the damage against the SAD. And he also is very nice in Elite Arena. He gives you some wins. I see some people try to hybridize the 3 teams that I have mentioned, like Burn, Debuff, and Justice Gang, so member of the 3, and try to make an arena team or elite arena team. So it's definitely very interesting because superpower damage goes through block and Sinestro superpower damage dealer. Justice Gang members are putting out debuffs, Guy less so, but he can. And Superboy is putting out a lot of debuffs, all of them superpower damage dealers, so they can kinda deal again with a block team easier. And you can split them apart to some degree, especially building around Sinestro for the main Sages or for the Evil Falls where you need that. Definitely very nice to have a Sinestro on game elevating, and it helps you in many scenarios and in most game modes. And then you have also Master Team Synergy, which gives you more attack stat on everyone on your team if you block, and it heals you for 1% every time someone blocks everyone in your team of their health, so it's very impactful, and this can help you push main Sages. I have this in my main arena, in elite arena, and wins a lot. Needs to have one character to activate, but would be best to have a second tank at least that blocks a lot, and maybe if you can put like at least upgrade the chess piece on everyone in the access communication device to the stat that also gives them block would be nice. So you have the back row, even if they aren't characters blocking, to have like a 15% block chance extra from their gear, so you sometimes take advantage of that or give them other stats as well. So this is definitely the best team synergy, in my opinion. Use on my main team. It helps you against Superwoman that to push her evil force a lot, and is part of a third league challenge. One of the 3 weeks is block, where you use Ocean Master with either Nightwing or Blue Beetle. I know some people are using Bane in Elite Arena, for example, with them because he gets a 1% heal all the time from Ocean Master and can help rank up his stacks. Usually you would have a healer in this team anyway, especially Pandora, that can heal Bane many times. I still to test that.